Welcome, everyone. Thank you very, very much for being here. This groundbreaking has been a very long time in the making. When I arrived more than 3.5 years ago, the concept of some kind of a structure that would be possible by virtue of the general obligation bond that had been passed 2 or 2.5 years previous to that was just a concept. The original idea was a university center that would allow the college here at Sussex County Community College to deliver 4-year education in partnership with other institutions. That is a concept that continues to live on. But more importantly, we know as time has moved on, what we need for our space is got to be modern. It has to be technologically well equipped. It has to be consistent with what our graduates are going to see in the world of work. There are 2 buildings, 2 structures that we visited in one way or another that helped inform the design of this particular building. And in both cases, it has to do with the changing nature of work, the kind of environment that young people who graduate from institutions of higher education actually earn their living in. And it has to do with collaboration, it has to do with spaces that they do not necessarily own. There's not a particular desk. It's about things that are well lit. And it's particularly about the way in which flexible technology is infused into the space. And that is what this particular building is going to be about. In addition, we really need to have places where design and computers and bringing design to life in what is known as a makerspace can take place. We have a need for engineers that know how to design and understand how technology both informs and then executes on design and into the future. And this building is going to have that. We also, as an homage to the arts, we're hoping that the space that we are going to construct as essentially a lecture hall will also be able to double as sort of a dinner theater space. We have it so that it is flexible enough that that is possible, so that we can do that. So all of that is happening in this 13,000 square foot space that is going to be located right here where you are standing. The arc of people here embraces just about, it's going to go further on down that way, but just about as far out as you folks are. And so we're very pleased and proud of that. For today, I would like to introduce a few speakers, the first of which would be our current board chair, Bill Curcio. Bill?
Well, thank you for being here today. Certainly being on the board, I know that previous boards has taken us about 5 or 6 years to get to this point. So we appreciate everybody's support, the board support, and the community support for developing this unique and innovative addition to the campus. So very quickly, John, I'm turning it back to you and welcome everybody and thank you for coming again.
A building like this, really, it's a teaching space. In order for it to be an effective teaching space now and into the future, it has to be well designed with the purpose in mind, and that is instruction. In order for that to be effective, faculty need to help inform what is going to be in those spaces, literally where the windows should be, how many outlets there should be. Please don't forget to do this, and please don't forget to do that. And for God's sakes, don't do the following. That really needs to happen in a very real way. We made a highly concerted effort to accomplish that. Trying to bring so many people together around a space that really works in teaching is a critical function, and it takes a very special person to do that. It takes, frankly, an experienced person to do that. And the person who did that for this building was Dr. Mercedes Aguirre-Batty. She is here. She is our Chief Academic Officer, and I'd like to just say a few words about that process.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I just raced over here out of a curriculum meeting where we were discussing some of the future of what our students need to do. We just touched upon offering some robotics courses next year so that when this center is open, we'll be ready to go there beyond the wow factor. In addition to the wow factor, this is going to be the in-classroom wow factor. Our talented faculty members that will be teaching will be on board to do the best they can for this creative learning space. Dr. Connolly mentioned that this has taken a lot of effort from a lot of people, a lot of meetings, a lot of paperwork, a lot of meetings, more paperwork. I have stuff on top of my bookcase, in the bookcase, above my desk, all over the. And yes, I do have that electronic also, but I like the hard copies also, so I can show and tell, so I can take it to the meetings with the faculty members and they can see it. This building is not going to be what it was in the past. If you think back, we had one-room schoolhouses. In these one-room schoolhouses, you may still see some of them kind of, there, one building. What we have now, we have the idea of the mixture of individuals, from students that are just coming out of high school to people that are coming back to the college. So in an extent, we have an extensive one-room schoolhouse where we teach different levels. The faculty members are using flipped classrooms. They're doing problem-based learning. They are doing active learning. They are doing androgyny. They are working to get beyond what we see today. Because today, this is what we have. We have this ground. But what we have tomorrow are some very well-developed, remember, because we've had a lot of input. I want that, I don't want that, I want a camera there, I want that type of board. No, I don't want black, I want white. No, I want the chair over there, and I want the table over there, and there's too many windows there, and will we have drapes? Will we have shutters? Will the sun be blocked? Is it going to be the maker space? Will it be a dirty space or a clean space? For the laser room, are the students going to be protected? Do we, that kind of stuff. Will we have sinks enough for this? Will we have enough computers? Will we have enough tables? That all went in there in addition to the outlets and the data ports. We will have exchange ability for our students to be able to have collaborative. We will actually allow them to do some writing on the wall, some creative drawing on the walls. I guess somebody's going to monitor the walls. I don't know. But that's our future. We are all going to learn in this environment. We're all going to learn in this academic center. Through the curriculum integration that we're going to have, and one of the things that you will notice, there are collaborative rooms. So the curriculum integration that we're going to have, our students and our teachers will forge ahead to explore new worlds. Not new civilizations, thank goodness, but new ideas. We're going to seek answers to questions that we have not yet thought of. So we will be creative in the answers that we come up with. We will push forward what we are going to get, because to get, we will get there. And we're going to go where no one here has gone, because we have had a great group of people working together, and we'll continue to work together. Thank you.
As I mentioned earlier, this building is being made possible as a result of the general obligation bond that was offered during the Chris Christie administration, and representing the New Jersey Education Facilities Authority today to talk just a little bit about what it means to the folks in Trenton to ensure the future of higher education by virtue of the facilities that are available to teach students is Eric Brophy.
Thank you, Dr. Conley, and I want to thank everybody for coming out today. This is a great crowd. I also want to thank you for inviting the authority to come and speak on behalf of the state and how this project began and how it came forward. My name is Eric Brophy. I'm the Executive Director of the New Jersey Educational Facilities Authority. It took, as you all know, it took many dedicated people to make today's celebration possible. The vision, leadership of President Conley and his staff and the Board of Trustees, support from the legislature, the Office of the Secretary of Higher Education, the legislature, I think I said them, and the Educational Facilities Authority, and all the students. All of those dedicated people make today possible. We know that community colleges provide an important gateway to higher learning for many New Jersey students and adult learners. County colleges and the students that they serve are key to a thriving economy in New Jersey, and support for both students and county colleges is critical to the state's workforce development efforts. County colleges are an instrumental piece of the governor's mandate to build a fairer and stronger economy that works for all segments of New Jersey society. Governor Murphy's commitment to higher education and the importance of county colleges was made clear just last week, when he announced the extension of tuition-free college to all New Jersey county colleges, including Sussex. In order for students to best fulfill their college experience, county colleges like Sussex must provide modern facilities and infrastructure, and I think this is clearly on the path to accomplishing that. With today's groundbreaking, Sussex continues its commitment to providing an enriching learning environment for all of its students. Once complete, the college's new academic center will increase student access and support using state-of-the-art technology and an updated learning environment with new technology-enhanced classrooms, collaboration space, access to the makerspace, as you've heard, and much more. So what is our role? Our role, the authority is very proud of its role in this endeavor, which is being funded in part by a $3.12 million grant from the Building Our Futures Bond Act. Funding under this act was approved by referendum of New Jersey voters in 2012. The authority, our role, the authority administers the state's Building Our Future bonds and 4 other higher education capital grant programs through a memorandum of understanding with the Secretary of Higher Education. This MOU has created a unique partnership through which the authority and the state provides assistance in areas that include development and administration of the application process, participation in the Secretary's Application Evaluation Committee, so we help to review and give suggestions to the Secretary on the approval of the grant applications, extensive work with the state treasurer on the issuance of the bonds to fund these programs, investment of the bond proceeds, and management of the requisition process. Since 2013, these 5 programs have collectively provided $1.5 billion in project grants to public and private colleges and universities, including institutional matches required under 2 of the programs, including the Building Our Future Bond Act. Total investment since 2013 in New Jersey higher education infrastructure has exceeded $1.7 billion. Among these grants were 64 major construction projects throughout the state, of which 36 are entirely new facilities. 49 of these grants were for facilities to support science, technology, engineering, and math disciplines. And the college's, Sussex College's new academic center is one of those projects, which once complete will help the state meet its commitment to STEM education and workforce development. So congratulations to Dr. Connolly, to Sussex County Community College, to your students, since this is also a celebration of opportunity for our young people to study and learn in an environment with the best tools available to fulfill their dreams. We look forward to the ribbon cutting and the day that this great facility is open to the students. Thank you.
Eric, thank you very much. This project would not be possible without the Education Facilities Authority. It would also not be possible without the support of the freeholders. Freeholders, the work that they do keeps our county running. It's difficult work, and Sussex County Community College is one piece of the county and its operations. And we are grateful, and we are gratefully represented here today by Sylvia Patillo. And so if you'd be willing to offer a few remarks, Sylvia. Thank you.
It's a rocky road. Well, on behalf of the Freeholder Board, I would like to congratulate John Connolly and the board and the staff that worked, and thank them. It was a slow going, and it took a lot of planning, a lot of turns, but it's a situation right now where we are looking at something that is not just going to change the educational opportunities for our students, but it's going to change Sussex County as a whole. As a freeholder, one of the things that we do is we look at the business sector in Sussex County. We look at economic development, and education is a large part of economic development. When you're talking about a facility that has all of the new ideas and the technology infused into your education and the expansion of programs and the flexibility that this building is going to have, you're talking about developing entrepreneurs. You're talking about business incubators. You're talking about startup companies in all types of sectors, because that's what this type of creative building and educational facility breeds. And now to have that in Sussex County is an amazing opportunity for everyone. And I'm excited for the students that come. I can't imagine how happy they're going to be to work with these different types of technology and these different types of courses that they can finally get here at home. So this is the beginning of something that's building a bigger focus in Sussex County, and that is, how do we bring in a new group, new workers, new technology, new businesses to just strengthen our economy, and it's starting right here on this campus. So again, I want to congratulate everyone and just tell you how thankful we are for all that you're doing.
All right, we are now at the moment of truth. You'll notice that there's a pile of dirt here. It's not overturned. It's been moved here. The compaction of this spot, which has already undergone site preparation from a previous project many years ago, is going to be the future home, and it's just simply too compact to take a shovel. But we are going to overturn the earth here. We have 3 shovels here, and we've got 3 shovels here. The vice chair, Jerry Scanlon, I believe that we need to get you a shovel. I need a shovel, and then Deputy Director of the Freeholder Board, Sylvia Patillo. So there'll be 6 of us, and we'll all overturn the earth.
Here we go.
How are we going to do
Okay.
that?
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Flip over. All right. That's it.
All right.
We've done our job.
Our job is done here.
Our job is done here. The work begins. Okay.